I'm Alex Armbruster. I was the main John Carver stunt double in Thanksgiving, and you're watching Craven Something Scary. And there will be no leftovers.
Oh, yes. Alex said it perfectly. There will be no leftovers with his screen used mask from the film. And I didn't even ask him to do that. He did that completely on his own. I thought that was so cool. If you guys haven't seen that interview, by the way, from last week, I highly encourage you to check it out. It is quite a revealing interview. He's a super, super cool guy. And as soon as Thanksgiving is out for streaming where everyone can rent it at a decent price, right? I'm going to do the $20 thing. Of course, I'm going to buy it, but I'm just saying, excuse me, he's agreed to come back. And we're going to do a watch party of Thanksgiving with the John Carver killer on the panel. Cannot wait. So anyway, more to come on that once we have dates. However, tonight, though, I thought it would be fun just to get together with you guys, my amazing Cravenites patrons and subscribers and guests as well, and I'm about to introduce in a moment. And we are just going to hang out, literally live horror hangout. It's a Wonderful Life on the table. Saw, Thanksgiving, Scream 7. Really, it doesn't matter. It's the end of the year. We're wrapping up with 2 more weeks to go. Pardon me. Still fighting that cough. It's getting better, but it lingers, especially when I talk a lot. But anyway, we're going to have fun tonight. And here to help us have a good time, before I get to the chat, I want to introduce my panelists tonight. Got 2 folks coming in tonight. Third guest was not able to make it, but that's okay. There'll be another time, of course. But first up, and honestly, they were both in backstage at the same time whenever I got back there. So normally I go the first person that logs in. So I'm just going to go in the order that they are on my screen, and it will determine it. So the first up is a great, great friend of mine, a super cool dude, a lot of mucho grande respect for, or if you prefer a Starbucks term, mucho venti respect for. Known him for quite some time now. I guess we're actually over 2 years. 1 second. I hit the mute button that time. For over 2 years, and I promise it'll get better. Just bear with me. And anyway, he's my brother in the Lethal Collective. We've done tons of streams together on this channel and his. And Julie is correct. Grande is also a Starbucks term. And so I guess really Starbucks is, with most anything, they're cornering the market. All right. Good point, Julie. Anyway, the longest introduction in the world for my good friend, who's an amazing filmmaker, great young director. I can't wait to see where he's going to be in 10, 15 years, because I'll be there with him. Knock on wood, Lord willing. As long as I'm got breath in these lungs, I'm coughing, I'll be there. Please welcome the one and only, the guy that brings the juice to every live stream. It is Mr. Kill Joy Jake.
Yeah! What's up, Steven? How's it going, man?
You're bringing the juice.
You know I always bring the juice, my dude. Steven, I got this for your cough, man. We got a little oral relief.
Oh, which is oral relief is always good.
That was my name in high school. And of course, we got the juice. So we're
The juice. We got that, and I got the famous Hall's cough drop, which I'm going to now insert into my mouth. One moment, please.
Is this a sponsor, Steven? I'm all excited.
If it was, I would be thrilled. I would be thrilled. But you know what, Jake? It can be. So all the Halls people that are watching right now, I'm open to entertain offers.
See, there you go. Business moves, man. Always got to be making moves.
Always making moves. cravensomething@gmail.com. Hit me up with your best offer. We'll negotiate. All right. Don't you love the insanity?
Of course. You gotta love the insanity, man.
All right. But we're not done yet, Jake. We got somebody else here tonight who's going to have a good time. She's known as the Queen, affectionately. She is the Queen. She's one of a kind, such an amazing friend, supporter, encourager, moderator, too, by the way. Amazing moderator. She's the full package, my friend. Full package. And she looks at her clock, and she's 2 hours later, and she says, "Dang you, clock. You won't stop me from this. I'm going to be there." And she's here. Please welcome the Queen herself. You guys know who I'm talking about. It is Sarah, Queen Sarah. Hey.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Chilling.
Yes, doing wonderful. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is always so fun.
Absolutely. And I'm excited. We're going to just kick back. We're just going to chill. And to everyone in the chat, just a real quick hello to everyone. I see you guys here. I see CJ and Paula. Welcome. And of course, Denisha. Hey, Denisha. Nathan. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Jen, what's up, Jen? Good to see you. And Nola's here. Casey. Julie, of course. Jennifer Armstrong. What's up, Jennifer? I've missed you lately. I know you've been busy. It's great to see you. Glad you could make it. You're awesome. It's always a pleasure. Oliver's here. All right. I think I'm just about caught up. And the bearded one himself, who was going to join us, but was not able to, and that's okay, buddy. Oh, bearded man! Look what the bearded one did himself. He gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Eric, man, you're so kind, brother. Thank you. That is so generous, man. Let's take a look here. Let's see who got the. So Nola Ray, welcome back in the fold. Nathan Mills, Melissa, Chris Sims, and Philip Morgan, welcome back. I think maybe you've all been at Cravenite at some point in time. I'm not 100% sure for everyone, but for those of you who have been, welcome back. And if any of you are for the first time, welcome to the inner circle of the Cult of Craven. Much appreciated. Eric, thank you for making that happen, man. Really do appreciate it. That's awesome. Okay. And Scott's here. What's up, Scott? Scott Royston's in the house. AJ. Okay. Good deal. And look here, Jen celebrating 21 months as a Cravenite. My gosh, that's amazing, Jen. Thank you so much. Almost there. 3 more months to hit the 2-year mark. Wow. That's amazing, Jen, and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, if I've missed you, I'm so sorry. I don't think I've missed anyone. I'm just making note. Cosmic Urgency. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Fire James Vanderbilt. Franchise won't survive his ride. Wow. Okay. Well, I respect your thoughts. I do. Certainly, I think we could all probably agree the writing could have been a little sharper, I think.
I don't think I'm that angry about it. But
that's pretty. Yeah, that's
dude's
pretty,
coming out the gate with that, like just
that
nothing,
is,
not a hi, a hello, fire
right.
people.
Yes,
Oh, that's just really funny to me.
That's true. That's true. Passion, man. There's passion tonight in
Hey,
the
I love
chat.
that. You gotta love that, right? Gotta love some
Got
passion.
to. I'd rather somebody be passion than be a cold fish. You know what I'm saying? Right?
I feel you there, man. I feel you.
At least there's passion there. But what I will say this, I know James, as far as we know, James Vanderbilt is still writing the script. But listen, don't forget, in other words, kind of jumping in here, but don't forget the Christopher Landon effect. He's going to have a say in this script, guys. So whatever you feel about James and Guy, or just James, just remember there's going to be a new voice that's going to have a part of it. Maybe not the whole thing, but you know what I mean? He's going to have a say and an influence.
Yeah, I've never been crazy about James Vanderbilt. I mean, even before he wrote Scream movies. I love Guy Busick though. Pretty much everything he's touched, I've been very happy with. I kind of, there's a part of me that would love to see what Screams 5 and 6 would have looked like if just Guy wrote them. No offense to James Vanderbilt. I mean, I do like some of his movies, but I've never been like, oh my God, yes, he's fantastic,
Yes.
So I don't know. Just my take on it, but I don't think, to me it's not so bad where it's like, oh, he's driving this franchise into the ground. I don't think I would say that, but I'm also not like, oh, he's my favorite writer either. So.
True. No, that's a good point. Sarah, how do you feel? Are you familiar with some of Guy Busick's writings outside of Scream, like Murder, like what was it? Help me out, Jake.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Trying to think of.
Yeah, that's kind of where Scream 5 and 6 fell apart for me, was the writing. There's just these little holes that don't need to be there. Just obvious things were overlooked, and I think that's what annoys me the most. So I'm kind of down for a change in writers.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would personally have loved it, and maybe look, who knows what's going to end up happening, but if it came out that the movie's written by Christopher Landon, or Christopher Landon and Michael Kennedy or Kevin Williamson, I mean, I think that would be amazing. I would love to see what Chris could do having control of the script, total control. A lot of potential there.
I also have a little bit of hesitation. What I'm finding is they keep trying to do these groups of teens. They just keep trying to make it fresh, add more teens, add more kids, make it youthful. But I miss the maturity that Wes brought to it. It wasn't, even though it was starring kids, it wasn't written for kids. And I feel like it's been kind of going down that path, write for a mature woman, write for a Sydney, write for a Gail. You don't need to write for
that's right
fans of Wednesday. You can make something for adults.
But that's how you make money.
I know.
Doesn't that blow? It's I'm so, Sarah, I'm so back and forth on that with the new Scream movies, because at the same time it's it's so cool that younger people are getting into Scream now. They have something to relate to, and that's fun. So I get it. But there is a part of me as a longtime fan where I'm like, well, now I feel like these movies aren't for me anymore. They're for the younger generation. Does that? It's something where I'm still on the fence. It's it makes sense, but at the same time, I'm selfish. I want Scream movies made for me.
That's right. I completely see it. What both of you are saying, and yeah, just write a good movie, man. Just write a good movie. It's an R-rated film, so the audience is supposed to be 18 and over. Of course, we all know the real deal, but still, just write a good Scream film, and look at Screams 1 through 4. Now, I was going to say it's a template, but they kind of actually are doing it, but not in the they're literally kind of taking from and mirroring. I'm just talking about inspiration wise, how to write and construct a great Scream movie, right? And again, I think Christopher Landon is again, I'm going to keep going at it unless he turns out a horrible movie. Then I'll tell you I don't like it. But I don't think that's the case. I really think he's going to help save it. And I think I love what he said in the interview in September when he was like, I want to embrace everyone that came before me. So Wes and Kevin and and James, the guys, the new crew. He wants to kind of embrace all of them and then put his own spin on it. And that at the end of the day, he wants to be able to sit down in the theaters with us, the fans, and love what we see on the screen. That's what he wants to do. So I think he's coming from a good place from Scream history wise. So, we'll see.
Yeah, and I will just clarify, I wasn't exactly talking about just writing something for like the legacies. I mean, in general, like a more mature conversation. Because like when you think about, like, we'll say the first three, it's like you would have like Sydney and her father having like conversations about their mother, and like two, we dealt with like the mental like gymnastics Sydney was like having to do because of like the trauma of having a boyfriend as a previous killer. Like you had these talks between like Dewey and Gail about like relationships, and I find like the new ones, they're all just like core 4 and like talking about the killers. Like we're not getting that same like backstory and just like, I don't know, dialogue like we used to.
True.
I really like Sam's arc through 5 and 6, though. I mean, her having to deal with like the public shame of being hated and being blamed for something you didn't do. I don't want to say like I relate to that. I just felt like that was like more of like a human aspect to the character that was kind of absent from 5. 6 really brings that to the table, where I agree with you on 5. Like 5 is mostly just, let's just have a Ghostface killer running around Woodsboro again. Let's just get to that, But 6 brings in the humanity to the core 4 a lot, which is what I think I really appreciated about the film.
That's fair.
That ending though is rough, but but I do love a lot of the character work they did in that one.
True.
That's fair.
Scott says, "Hey Jake, this is like old times. Now we just need Night here."
What's up, Scott? Yeah.
And Eric, it smells like teen horror. What's up, Eric? Says, Sarah, your shirt rocks. I mean, it literally does.
Thank you.
Blink 182, man.
Do you like that new album, Sarah?
There's a couple good ones, but I won't get into that. I'll go all day.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh. It's getting crazy.
Okay.
Sore subject here.
No worries. Hey, Jason's here. What's up, Jason Dyer? Breaking news. Alligator remake being directed by Jake with the soundtrack done by Craven. Bathroom stall has found a home.
Oh my
God.
God.
You go.
Let's do it, Craven.
I'm with you. I will cover that soundtrack.
Sarah, do you want to fight the alligator in this movie?
Of course.
Perfect. Okay.
Somehow I'll make it all about family.
You got to drive a car into the alligator at the end. It's Fast X Part 3. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
Awesome.
It'll be like Sharknado, except instead of a chainsaw, it'll be a Pontiac Ferrera.
Perfect.
Oh gosh. Man, oh man. Good stuff. Also, guys, if you're here, thank you, Janisha. We got 30 folks here right now. If you're here and you have not yet smashed the thumbs up button, I would greatly appreciate it. It will help the stream be sent out to more people literally right now as we're streaming and in the replay mode as well. So thank you, Tanisha, for reminding everyone. If you guys would do that, we would appreciate that. All right. Real quick, just want to acknowledge all of my patrons and channel members real quick. Then we're going to come back and continue. Open floor. It's kind of open floor discussion tonight on Scream or any other horror. End of the year horror. We had a great stream earlier on Eric's channel, The Bearded Entertainment, where we talked about some of our movies, the favorite movies of the year. But in the meantime, guys, real quick, if you're not a channel member, if your name is not green and you don't have a skull by your name, you can make it happen. You can do it right now as this video plays and become a channel member and have your name added to the list and help keep the lights on here at this channel. And I would greatly appreciate any and all support. here we go, guys. For all of you, check it out. Our patrons and all right. Thank you guys so much for that. And last but certainly not least, special recognition. We talked about Jen earlier, right? Who's 21 months. Incredible.
Wow.
Just amazing. And there's a decent sized group of you that's growing monthly almost, it seems, that have supported this channel for at least 12 months or longer. So I would just real quickly want to shine the light on my golden skull Cravenites and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Your faithful support humbles me. I'm grateful, and I don't take any of you for granted. I really mean that. I appreciate you all so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And so, guys, real quick, let's celebrate all those who are helping to keep this channel growing, active, and reaching new heights. These folks right here are making it happen. Here we go, guys and gals and theys and thems. I appreciate you all very, very much. And Oliver just so happened to get his own slide because I didn't want to make the name smaller. I'm like, that's no fun. So I'm just going to give Oliver, he just happened to be the last one in the list on this spreadsheet. He got his own his own slide. So
Fancy.
Let's go, Oliver.
I know. And real
Jake,
quick,
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since you brought up the new album, I've just been thinking about the old ones. I'm thinking about Dude Ranch, Enema of the States, Tiger Pants and Jacket, 2003, self-titled, and I'm like, I'm getting upset. Look what you've done.
Jake.
It just happens to bands, though. You know, I mean, they just get old, they just lose their touch, and especially with Blink 182, like, you know, they're catering more to younger people. You know, I mean, with their music, and now they're just older people. It's harder to make music like that. I mean, I get it. I love those old albums, though. They're so much fun. I love that band.
One More Time is now my Scream 6, and I can't unthink this.
Oh, poor Sarah. You know what? I have 3 words for you. I'm sorry, I have 4 words for you. Say it ain't so.
I will not go.
I really thought you were gonna pull a "that's too bad" and hit me with a clip, and I was gonna be like, "That is rude."
Oh, I would never do that to you. That's too much. Mel, get quiet down, Mel. Sorry, Sarah. No, I'm just joking. I only did that because you said that. No, I didn't think about that. But no, seriously. I understand. It's frustrating. It is when you have a band that you really like and you're literally hearing the change, like a song or two. I'll pluck off some of the other albums. I will do that. But like just putting an album in or a CD or a playlist, the only one I will hit play on for the entirety is Dookie. Really,
that's fair.
It's a winner. Every song's a winner to me.
It's hard for me to disagree with that, man. I mean, even on like American Idiot, like those last couple of tracks, I'm like, you know, whatever. Yeah, but I will say, like, after was it their 2011 album or whatever with like 21 Guns and all that? After that, I feel like they fell off hard. Like pretty much everything after that, just not for me.
Yeah, I completely feel you, bro. Oh, and Weezer, Jennifer brings up Weezer. I'm a huge Weezer fan. But, you know, they've actually, even some of their newer stuff, I think it's pretty good. The youthfulness is gone from like the Blue album and some of those earlier ones, those early first 3 albums or so. That youthfulness is just, you don't hear it anymore. But I still think there's some good stuff to be heard.
I got outvoted. I was supposed to see them this summer, and I got outvoted, and we had to see someone else I didn't like instead. It was... Now I know how I feel when I drag my friends to concerts and they like don't know the band. I was like sitting there listening to this, like, his name's Kane Brown. He's like hip hop pop country. And I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at them and I'm like, is this what you felt like when I took you to the Offspring? I was like, I'm so sorry.
Wow. Well, yeah. Kind of stinks when you go to see a band live and you're not really into their music. You're just kind of like, well, I appreciate, you know, the production and all, but it's just hard to get into it. Let's just be honest. You know, it's sometimes you take one for the team. Let's be real. You do. You know, when it comes to your friends. And I will say this though, I did see Weezer live once when they released the Green album, which had tons of great songs. Oh my goodness, that song, Simple Pages, which is one of my favorites. Anyway, just a lot of great songs. They were amazing live. They were so good. Really enjoyed them. But look here, guys. Speaking of enjoyment, Val says, 22 months anniversary. Oh my gosh. It's been an amazing 22 months. Love you to the moon and back. Gold Skulls rule. Yeah, baby. Thanks, Val. You're awesome. Love you too, Val. Thanks for everything you do and being a great friend. And your kind and encouraging messages you send me mean so much. Thank you. And we have another anniversary tonight. Look here, 11 months. Oh, Melissa, you're 1 month away from the Gold Skull. Love you to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man. That's amazing. Thank you, Melissa. You're awesome. And thank you for your faithfulness. You're always here on the live streams. And, you know, you're just very faithful. And I appreciate you. You're a great part of our community. So thank you. You are special, Oliver.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So today, oh, hold on. Got another anniversary here. Man, another one just popped up. Hold on a second. Hey, it's Scott. What's up, Scott? With 13 months. It's a pleasure, Stephen. I love you and craving something scary. Oh, Scott, thank you, brother. Much love to you, my friend. Much appreciation. And again, thank you for your faithfulness as well, man. Thank you so much. Awesome. That's so cool. And I'm so happy you have the Gold Skull, man. I know you've been a supporter even longer, but at least you finally got the YouTube gave the recognition finally of the 13 months. So anyway, man, appreciate that. Okay, here we got a question here from Nightmare Whispers. Hey, Nightmare, welcome to the live stream. Not familiar seeing you here before. So if it happens to be your first time or maybe your first time chat, welcome. And I hope you have a good time. Make yourself at home. Are they going to hire Melissa back? Well, okay. So I'm going to throw this out there. Then I'm going to ask Jake and Sarah. Then I'll finish up. I have not done a video on it yet. I put a Stu video out this morning that you guys may or may not have seen. Check it out when you can after the stream. But I chose to do Stu first. But there was allegedly a meeting, and Jake and Sarah, I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's been going around social. Critical Overlord was the first I saw mention it. That apparently Spyglass met with Melissa recently to try and get her back. Like, you know, the backlash has been so bad. And apparently she left there. I got to research this now. So grain of salt right now. But apparently she refused what they want her, their demands or whatever they want her to do. You know, probably issue an apology, I would imagine, or something like that. So, Jake, what do you know about this? Have you heard any more about that than I have? Because I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah, I spoke with Critical Overlord a little earlier today about all of it, and I got a video out just to kind of clarify what was going on, what his scoop was. So essentially what went down was they met with her, you know, allegedly. Of course, take this with a grain of salt. None of this is 100% confirmed coming from a third party source. I trust Critical Overlord
Yep.
personally, but you know, it's a third party source. I still just like to say that. But allegedly Melissa Barrera was asked to, you know, have a meeting, and they were like, hey, if you publicly say like I don't support certain groups, we'll have you come back for 7. And she was like, nope, Sorry, Doug, and then like just piece the fuck out. Apparently, like allegedly, once again, she got paid for it, which is like that's ultra metal, like that's so cool. Holy crap! And then she also just said no to them. So I just think she's a total girl boss, and Melissa Barrera owns this world. We should just, we should just get out of her way. No, I think she's awesome. Really, I think that the whole thing is insane if true. And I don't know. For me, it's like I get it. I would do the exact same thing if I was in her shoes right now. I mean, this is the whole thing's kind of nuts, kind of crazy, and I just feel bad. I feel like a conversation probably wasn't even had before the studio was just so quick to be like, nope, you're gone. That's it. Bam. You know. So I don't know. That's my headspace with it without getting into the politics because I'm not down to do that.
Right. No, I appreciate that. Same here. Yeah, just that's not what any of us are about here on our channels. But it played a factor obviously with this. And before Sarah, before you comment, I just want to remind everyone, thanks to Variety, we actually know who the executive is that told Nev no to the salary last year, and also fired Melissa. And so now, instead of just saying the studio executives, we can put a name and a face to it. And yes, I'm blasting him. I'm going to do it. And it's not with any hatred or any like ill will. But I do believe that knowledge is power, and that when you know things, you can properly go about addressing those things. And so if you want to reach out to someone in a professional manner, okay, no craziness, and you can go to social media and let Spyglass know that the head executive of the studio, he's like an equivalent of a Weinstein. His name, guys, here we go, is Gary Barber. There he is. There's the guy. This is the guy that said, no, Nev, you're not worth the money, and told Melissa, you're fired. Or as Trump would say, you're fired. That's the best I can do. So, yeah, he fired Melissa. There he is, guys. That is the head of Spyglass. He's the head executive, Gary Barber. So now there's actually a name and a face. We never knew this until, at least I didn't, until Variety finally revealed who it was. So, yeah, there you go. That's the guy doing these negotiations, alleged negotiations. So, Sarah, having said all that, have you heard anything about this as well, or any thoughts on what Jake said about it?
I love how you preface that you were like sending no hate or whatever, because I was gonna go boo whenever you put the picture up, but I was like, better not.
Hey, we can boo his actions, but our responses need to be nice and professional. But that's okay. Go ahead. Okay.
Yes, I hadn't heard like too much about it, just like the highlights, what you guys talked about. But like, really, I was like, they're going to try to do whatever is going to make them the most money. So if they think having Melissa is going to make them the most money, of course they were going to try to hire her back. Like, at first I was like, they're probably just too full of pride and we're just going to like stick with their decision. But I was like, at the end of the day, they're just here to make the money. And I'm glad that if it's all true and she laughed in their face, good for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, we do live in a country there what they call the first name. It has 1 second. I'm sorry.
I just think they've gone too far to backtrack it. Like too much damage has been done, and they've kind of just put themselves in this situation. I don't think she's going to come back.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine. I mean, I'm with you. It is. So Nightmare Whispers, thanks for your comment. Again, welcome to the chat. As we now have hit over 40 people. See, guys, that's what happens when you click that like button. The numbers go up. I told you. I promise you it's true. Hey, guys, we got a super chat in the house. The bearded one himself. Thank you, Eric, with the $5 super chat. Responding, I think, to what Jake was just saying, because it came in right about that time. Yeah, about 3-4 minutes ago. If it's true, I think it's the best scenario. Melissa Barrera should stick to her guns And I'm ready to move on from Sam's story in 7. Yeah. Yeah, man. I look, we do have, and again, I'm not going to get political either. I'm not going to open that up. All I'm going to say is it's a fact. We live in a country where we have protected speech. It's the First Amendment. Check it out. We do have the right to free speech. Now, that doesn't mean we have the right to say anything we want in terms of like hate and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess you technically could, but that's not something I would ever condone. But in terms of like, generally speaking, like if you were to go on social media, your own personal account, not the spyglass account, that's different because then you're speaking for the company. But if you go on your own, Killjoy Jake or Sarah, Instagram, and you voice an opinion on anything, that's your opinion, and it's on your page, and people can agree or disagree. But as long as it's not inciting violence or hate or anything illegal, it's protected, and it should be protected. So, again, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole. But I would say that for anybody, like, I mean, it's the facts, right, guys? I mean, it's the structure of our country. So, anyway, it's very quiet on the panel. So let me. Jake, you want to say something, or we want to move on?
Well, what I'll say with that is, I'm with Eric here on Melissa sticking to her guns. I think that if she comes back at this point, there's just going to be a lot of loss of respect on her part. She's got it's
a bad look. Yeah,
it's a bad look. I think if Melissa Barrera's got to stick to her guns, and just move on from this. She has a lot of other movies coming out that are most likely going to be successful, and I respect it. I think the studio did her wrong. Just like Nev Campbell, which blows, just like Jenna Ortega. And I think that they just got to move on from that, do other horror projects that we can then talk about and praise. I feel like that's the best route. I would love to see another one personally, though, with Sam in the focal point. I think there's more story to tell personally there, but I'm happy with 5 and 6 being just this duology. I'm cool with that too. That it works for what it is.
Isn't it great that 6 did not end on this huge cliffhanger with Sam and Tara? That would have been just awful. Yes, yeah. I know. It's like one thing I'll say about 6. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about 6, but one thing I will say about 6, and I don't necessarily like that it's such a candy corn, and I love candy corn, but it's a candy corn ending. So sweet. But in this case, it actually worked out because there is closure. I mean, in my mind, there's closure. You can make closure from 6. The mask was dropped. Her and her sister are walking off literally into the sunset. I mean, it's like the happy ending. They're moving on. It's done. It's over. At least we had that, right? And everyone lives. Chad, Mindy, I mean,
even Chad.
Even Chad, the bionic Chad, survived his 17 upper torso stabs. And he's alive. So it's like, you get to live, you get to live, you get to live. Just keep passing out the living cards. So yeah, I think we do have a tidy little ending for the Carpenters with 6. So Eric, thank you, my friend. And let's play a super chat clip here. Let's go. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. There's quite a few here. But, guys, when you go grocery shopping, need to be... Sarah already knows where this is going. You need to be a mindful shopper, okay? And don't ever go to the express line. Count your items if you can, please, before you get to the checkout line. Because if you don't, you may encounter this type of experience.
Hey, mister, not so fast.
What's wrong?
You see the sign?
So what?
Well, can you read it?
Don't you?
You're not allowed in this lane.
Hey,
it's
what are you
10
doing?
items or less.
Wow. She gave him his Lucky Charms, literally, and said, go away.
Pretty strict on that rule there. Damn.
Woo, passionate.
I worked in a grocery store throughout high school and university, so like 7 years, and just I am triggered every time I see that clip.
Oh no. Poor Sarah. I bet you saw a lot of stuff.
I could write a book. It's going to be a whole chapter in my memoirs. It's going to be life in the fast lane, and it's going to be about me at the grocery store.
Just like in an apron, just like very, very normal.
Yeah.
We wore aprons, and people would bring whole ass carts. And I'm like, do you see the sign? Use your critical thinking, my guy.
Yeah. Did you watch Sesame Street? Sesame Street, where you learn to count. That's hilarious. You know, so in 50 years, that could have been you. You just snapped. You just lost it. You know, you know what? You don't care anymore. Take your Lucky Charms and beat it.
Never.
Hey guys, talking about Lucky Charms, Scott has gifted 5 memberships to the channel tonight. Scott, thank you, my friend. Wow. That is so generous, man. Thank you. Let's see if I can find out real quick who got the memberships. Scott. Where is it? I'm looking. Bear with me. I always try to call everybody out. Oh, here we go. I found you. Okay, Jason Dyer. Hey, welcome back in the fold, my friend. Troy, Jack Hunter, Sherry Carr, and Noel Hutchinson. You guys are now channel members for 1 month, thanks to Scott. Thank you, Scott. That is so awesome of you to do that. What a great way to end the year. You know, we're trying to, Knight and I are doing this joint venture called Slate Fest. Every Wednesday and Thursday night, we're watching Christmas horror films and having membership drives. So it really means a lot that you guys are doing this, helping the community grow to end the year and to start strong in January. That's awesome. Appreciate that, brother. All right. Hey, another super chat has come through here. Let me, I promise you guys, you go to the front of the line. Then we'll get back to some other questions and comments as well. And Alex is put a $10 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Now, Alex says, our ALX, to be 100% correct, Melissa Barrera may be reluctant to return to 7, given what Spyglass did to her. Yep. However, I think she should consider returning, not for Spyglass, but for us, the fans. Sarah, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts on that? I know we kind of just touched on it, but I want to give Alex or ALX a proper response for their super chat. So, any additional thoughts, or just based on what they said here?
No, that's fair. I think if anything, before she would return for the fans, she would return for like Jenna and Jasmine. Like, I feel like if the rest of them, if their contracts were like hinging on her, she may go back for them. But if not, I don't think she's gonna come back.
Yeah. It is hard to imagine it, really, isn't it? Right now, Tara's gone, but I always said that. I always thought, guys, Jake, I want to get your comments too, but I always thought Tara was high risk anyway, regardless of Melissa. You guys know, we talked about it. It's like, man, if she's back, it's an opening kill, or it's for a cameo kind of scene, like she's off in London, or, I always kind of thought she was not coming back anyway. So I wasn't that surprised. But Melissa is built, the whole thing's been built around Melissa. She's the new final girl. She's she's the protagonist that they wrote for this new trilogy or this new story. So I never thought about her not really coming back unless they just did a full reboot kind of thing, or just did Sydney. So anyway, but the fact is that's where we're at. So Jake, any additional thoughts you want to share on that?
Just like with Nev Campbell, her not coming back for 6 and, saying like, I'm not coming back for a lower paycheck. Like that, I want to feel valued on set and all that. I just feel like it's the same situation here. I don't want Melissa Barrera to come back and not feel valued, which after an event like this, you're just not going to feel that way no matter what Spyglass does to up the ante. So for me, this is more about her and not us. Trust me, ALX, whoever I'm speaking to, I'm with you, dog. I'd love to see her in another one of these movies. She's a kick-ass final girl. I'm super excited to see her work on another Radio Silence project, though, very soon, which we have that up and coming. She's going to be Dracula's daughter. Like, that's kind of, that's metal as fuck. So we have things on the horizon. There is that to look forward to. But to me, I hope she doesn't come back just because it's a self-respect thing at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. There comes a point in time where principle takes the front seat, and 100% agree. Same thing with Nev. If Nev would have just taken that, what she felt was undervaluing her, and just did it, she wouldn't have had a good time. That would not have been a good situation. So good for her for standing her ground. So yeah. And I feel pretty much the same, ALX as Sarah and Jake on this subject. I hear you. The sentiment's there, like for the fans, but if that means she has to compromise herself, then I will respect her not coming back and understand it. But I hear you. I do. So sorry about this cough, guys.
It's okay.
Man, I know it's got to be pretty annoying for you guys, but
get it all out.
I'm trying. I've been trying for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Anyway, ALX super chat time, man. Sarah, take a look at that.
That yellow color.
Yeah.
What does it remind me of?
What does it remind you of? Jake, what about you? What does it remind you of? Anything?
I don't know, man. I mean, something maybe spicy and something I would throw on a hot dog, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm trying to say here.
I think you're both onto something, because guys, that's a beautiful shade of spicy mustard. So let me tell you this: grab your wieners, grab your buns, grab your mustard, whatever condiments you like, ketchup, sauerkraut. Whatever it is, sorry.
You're talking to a German right now, dog.
I know.
Did you just yell?
Sorry. I just did. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, boo.
My brother-in-law is German, and man, it's all about the kraut for dogs, bro. But I'm just
not.
I
for
never
you,
got
man.
the taste for it. No.
You don't like a little kraut on a Reuben?
No, I don't.
Me and Sarah will just eat our Reubens and bratwursts together.
We'll just have lunch and watch Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
Man, when it comes to hot dogs, I'm pretty simple. It's really mustard, chili, bun, and wiener. Mustard and chili, man. And cheese.
As long as there's a big wiener in there.
Oh, wow.
That's all that matters to me, man.
It's getting more spicy by the moment. Guys, crank the song up. Sing along. And Jake and Sarah, I highly encourage you to unmute your mics and join me. So it's a trio, not a solo gig here, singing. And let's sing it together. The lyrics are on the screen, and you know the song. Everybody in the chat, hit those hot dog emojis. This is one of the only times I will authorize spamming. Spam the hot dogs. Here we go. Crank it up.
Do you feel the hunger tonight? Are you a little hungry? I wanna be a hot dog. Be a hot dog tonight. I'm a hot dog. If you wanna take a bite, if you wanna do me in spicy mustard, then you can. 'Cause I'm a hot dog. Wow.
Ow. Give me your wows, guys. Oh, Sarah, you're muted. Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow. I love it. Great.
I love it sometimes when you have them perfectly in the middle and I can stick my hands out and be their arms, but it only works with a certain configuration.
I know. I was seeing you too, like backstage. I mean, not backstage, but the camera view. I was like, oh, I see you doing the hands and everything. I wish I could
Also,
move that.
I would have loved if you did that whole spicy mustard introduction and then hit us with just like a very serious like work safety super chat clip. It would have been
Oh, that's funny. I love that. Okay. Note to self. I will store
scroll
that
your
one.
audience. That's what I'm here for.
Yes, I love it. That's great. ALX, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And guys, remember, every super chat that comes through, you're doing two things. You're supporting the channel, which is amazing, and I so appreciate it. But you're also moving yourself above everybody else in line. So I'll get to you guys first before I go back to the chat. All right? And that's my promise. And you know what? The super chats are continuing to come in, so let's keep it going. Eric, the bearded one sending in a $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Says, this is why I say no cliffhangers. He's so adamant against, like, he did not want to see a cliffhanger in 6, like, all year. And you're right. I mean, you're right. You're right. What are you going to do? I mean, it would have been terrible if that cliffhanger had actually any cliffhanger, because we don't know who's coming back at this point. So, whoo, guys, we got lucky there. Even though 50,000 people survived the movie, at least there's no cliffhanger. Okay.
Oh man, but like a Scream movie with a cliffhanger would go hard. Like not in the current situation, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I could see that working under a different studio if Gary Barber wasn't involved. But I don't know, man. Can we open that up to the panel just real quick? How does everyone feel about a Scream cliffhanger?
I don't mind cliffhangers in general if it's part of like an established part 1 and 2. If I know you're getting like Scream 7 part 1 and part 2, give me a great cliffhanger. I hate not having closure, so like I'm gonna need the second half. I need to be guaranteed that I will get the second half instead of like, you know, your favorite TV show getting canceled and you never have any resolution. Like, I need to be assured that I will have conclusion.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same. Like, I'm nervous if there's a guarantee, like Back to the Future Part 2, they already knew they were doing 3 and they filmed them back to back, right? And I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers or anything, but the new Mission Impossible, it literally comes part 1 in the title. So you know it's coming. I think that I would totally be down for it, but it's so scary. And I think this is a perfect example of how it could backfire on you. You know, something blows up like this. Some studio executive makes a knucklehead decision, and all of a sudden the whole movie is up in the air. We don't know what's going on. So, but I do love a good cliffhanger, but there has to be resolution. Look, I watched Scream season 1 and 2, and they just did us dirty when they brought 3 back to not finish the Lakewood. That was just wrong, man. It's like, you're going to bring back another season, but you're not going to finish it? Like, yeah. But Jake, I think you're a big fan of cliffhangers, right? And I understand it. And in the right setting, like we're talking about, I'm all for it. But that needs to be like, they need to have a contract in place for everyone to come back.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, if they're gonna do it, you got to go the Fast X route, where you. I found a way to bring it back, Sarah. No, you gotta have an established 2 and 3 happening already, because of course, you know, there's got to be 3 parts to a final chapter, especially in the Fast and Furious franchise. So if you're gonna do that, follow the Vin Diesel method is basically what I'm saying.
I love it.
Listen, at any given time, we are just like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon away from a Fast X reference, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Also, can I cut in, Steven?
Yeah.
Wayne said he's leaving and he has his operation tomorrow, so I wanted to say to Wayne.
Absolutely, yeah. Let me go back to the. I love all.
He's having ankle surgery.
What's that?
He's having ankle surgery.
Oh, okay. All right, Wayne, man, listen, we are all going to have you in our prayers and thoughts for tomorrow morning. I know you're way ahead of us, but I think it's almost morning there now, isn't it, in Australia? That's
It'd be like lunchtime, I think.
be lunchtime. Okay. So, Wayne, you take care of yourself. I do see what I do. I see. I'm finally seeing your. I found your message. After the Lethal Collective tomorrow, or possibly before. Okay, you'll be gone for a while. We understand. First of all, thank you for letting us know. So, two things: we can be praying for your recovery and a great surgery, successful. And number two, so we won't be worried when we don't see you, because we actually do pay attention and watch who's here, because you mean a lot to us. When I say we, I'm talking about all of us. Jake, as a content creator, I know he does. Knight, Fate, Leave the Collective, we all are very aware. And so we have discussions all the time. Like, if we don't see someone for a little bit, it's like, I'm a little concerned about X, we notice. So Wayne, thank you for sharing that and being open like that. I will be praying for you personally tonight after the stream is over. And seriously, just take care. Follow the instructions, whatever they are. And listen, don't try to be a hero. Take your meds. If they say take your meds for pain, take your meds for pain. I know so many people that want to just be like, no, in my own life, I've seen family members. And they're like, I'll talk to them. They're like, oh gosh, I'm dying. I'm like, oh no. I said, is your medicine helping? Oh, I'm not taking that stuff. I'm like, look, just trust your doctors in this. You trusted enough for them to operate. Trust their follow-up, and it's temporary. You don't have to be on them for life. Anyway, I don't know, Wayne, if that's how you are or not, but I did, just in case, follow their instructions and take care, brother. Okay? Let us know when you can, whenever you feel up to it. Even if it's a private message, I'd love to hear from you. And just keep us updated, okay? So, guys in the chat, pray for Wayne. Give Wayne positive thoughts, energy, whatever your worldview is. Let's support Wayne, okay? Thank you, Sarah, for bringing that up while he's still here. I was on a different screen, so thank you for that. We love you, Wayne. Appreciate you, brother. You take care. All right? You're not alone. All right. Eric, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. And real quick, got a couple more super chats to get through here. Andromeda sent a $2 super chat, says, love the shirt, Jake.
Hell yeah, appreciate it.
I love it too.
You
Starting
can
to sound
buy
like
it on Jake's merch store.
That's right.
Shameless plug. Go to the merch store, check it out. Get a shirt, just like one of those Wes Carpenter flicks. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that, Steven.
Oh, I'm glad. In fact, be sure, guys, while we have nearly 50 people here, be sure you're subscribed to Killjoy Jake if you have not done so. Great channel, amazing guy, great content creator, good friend. You're going to love what he does. Trust me. I said he brings the juice, and he does to every video and every live stream. So Killjoy Jake, there's the name. Literally, you type Killjoy Jake, it pops right up. It's the first thing. Go subscribe, please. Show him some love, okay? He's
Thanks,
killing
dog.
it. You're welcome, brother.
That.
I mean it, man. All right. Jason Dyer coming in with a $5 super chat. Jason, thank you. Jake, this is also something you'll appreciate. Can we get an alligator watch party with all of you? That's my Christmas wish. Aw, Jason, that's sweet.
I would love nothing more than that. That would be so great. Me and Jason, we both absolutely love this film from the 80s. It is a must watch if you love B horror, monster movies, whatever. So good,
Nice.
so much fun. So this would be a very fun watch party. I'd be so down for that.
Okay. Well, Sarah, you down for that?
Of course. Count me in.
I've never seen the movie. So
Oh, really, dude? Yeah. No, it's a very underrated little creature feature, man. It's so much fun. It's written by the same guy who did E.T. too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, same writer.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, it's
That's
nuts. Man.
crazy.
It's been a really long time since I've seen it, so it would be a fun rewatch.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what we can talk. We'll talk offline. I know that we're getting long in the tooth here for the month. There's not much left, but maybe somewhere we can sneak it in. I don't know. We'll talk. We'll talk. Maybe I'll set a group message up and we can start bouncing ideas around.
Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome. Andromeda is asking, what's your merch store, Jake?
Oh yeah, if you just go over to my page, there's a little store tab. Check it out. Go to the store. Pretty cool. Killjoy Jake merch or something like that. I don't know. I should know these things offhand, right? I don't know.
Well, the key is know your channel because it's connected. You've connected it to store to your channel, so that's awesome.
Exactly. There you go.
Jason, keep your fingers crossed. There, Christmas miracles do happen, so we'll see what we can do with that. Real quick, also, while I still have my guests, who they're going to have to be, unfortunately, heading out soon. Life has demands on all of us. But Oliver has sent a $10 super chat. Oliver says, "I need a hot dog." I got you, brother. I got you covered. What is everyone's thoughts on the storyline for the recently announced Saw 11 and 12? Whoa. This is a fun topic because I don't know about you guys, but Saw 10 is absolutely amazing. Well, you guys already know what I think about it. It was my favorite horror movie of the year. That's how much I enjoyed it. So I have ideas, but I want to hear y'all's ideas. So Sarah, we'll start with you and go around. What do you have thoughts on? What would you want to see, maybe?
I was gonna say, was something like announced? Like I hadn't heard any.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
It's nobody does. I don't think Jake, right? They haven't announced anything that I know.
So what we know about the plot is that Kevin Grudert was actively working to develop it with like a different set of writers based off of like what happened in Saw X. So it's going to be a continuation of specifically that story. And Sarah, have you seen it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you know what happens in the after the credit scene, which I won't spoil because it's still fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a focus on that. What happens there?
That makes sense. Or else, why would they have it?
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So is this going to be? Is this going to be after the events of Saw 10, but before Saw 2? So we're going to squeeze another movie in there.
I think honestly, dude, I think it's gonna pick up right where we left off in Saw X. Like it's just gonna be this whole like side quest adventure that like John Kramer had during the events of like Saws like 1, 2, and 3. Basically, that's what I'm thinking is like all these movies are gonna be. But it's anyone's guess. It really is. But there's a good reason to speculate that.
That would make sense because they're putting it out relatively quickly, so it's likely that they filmed a lot already. Like with that after credit scene, they probably filmed a bunch of stuff in that like location if that's the story that they're going with. So makes sense.
Yeah, they had this premeditated too. I mean, the movie comes out less than a year than what the previous one came out with. So like they're ready to go with Saw 11. I know some people are worried about it, but they have the idea down on paper. They're probably gonna start filming at the top of the year. It's gonna be fine. Nothing new for the Saw franchise. Saws like 1 through 6 all came out within a year of the previous entry. So it's nothing they haven't done before. I'm hyped for this one though.
Yeah, after Saw 10, my expectations are going to be so high, which is going to be probably not fair for Saw 11, or you know what I mean? Because I mean, 10 to me it's the best sequel they've ever made. So, oh man. Anyway, Oliver, it's exciting. If you're a Saw fan, this is exciting times. This is great. This is really good. And be sure to enjoy Saw 10. You haven't, and if anyone hasn't seen it. Oh gosh, I'm telling you, I named it today my favorite horror movie of this year. That's how much I personally enjoyed it. So if that means anything to you, I highly recommend make sure you watch it. You should watch it before Christmas.
If anybody's like on the fence, like I was not the biggest Saw fan. Like I liked the first one. The rest I could like take them or leave them. I actually really enjoyed 10. I think it's the best sequel.
Yeah, see, there you go. We're agreed on that. Jake, where do you think it's your favorite sequel, or is it where's it rank for you?
I mean, it's so tough because I love Saw 6. Like, I love that movie almost maybe even more than the first one, which is a hot take. But
wow, yeah.
Like my interchangeable top 3 for Saw is the original 6 and X. Like, those 3 are without a doubt the best from the franchise. But I love, it's so hard to say which ones I like more. You know, it's like, is there recency bias because I just saw X? I don't know. But all 3 of those I think are like the must watch movies of the franchise.
Yep. 100%. All right, Oliver. Thank you so much for your super chat. That was a great question, and I love talking about Saul as well. We've done 3 or 4 super chats here, so let me do a clip real quick for everybody to this point. Any requests from you guys? Just I always like to ask if there's something that you'd like to see. If not, it's okay. Just checking.
I mean, you know I always love a work safety. Who doesn't love a man just getting launched off a building, through a wall?
That's true.
All
Arms
fun things.
Yanked off.
Forklift incidents. Like, it's a great time.
It is a great time. And speaking of that, we're going to do a work safety clip, Sarah. We're going to do it. We're going to be sure and check those harnesses when you're on the roof, guys. It's very important. Otherwise, this could literally be you. Learn from this guy. Here we go.
I'm working overtime because I want to take my family on a nice vacation. Soon they get a call telling them I was killed in an accident. But hey, I'm wearing a busted harness here. And the company should have checked those tanks.
It's been an accident!
Dang. I mean, what luck does this guy have?
He lands on the truck.
I know.
Dude.
Oh. Blown off, top of the truck, on the hood, on the concrete.
I mean, probably saved his life, but
Ooh.
I mean, what else could go wrong?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's awful. My gosh. I mean, all because his harness wasn't tight. Wasn't correctly fixed. Working correctly, excuse me. That's what I'm trying to say. Andromeda coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Ever done a Gremlins watch party? I've been on a Gremlins watch party, but I've never hosted one. Jake, have you hosted one for Gremlins?
I've never done a watch party on my page. I've never done one.
Wow.
I don't know. It's really tough for me. Like I'm such a perfectionist, you know. I'm such a I have to do things a certain way. I just feel like me sitting down watching a movie is not what people want from my live streams. But I don't know. You know, maybe it is. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I've had a lot of requests to do one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that something people want to watch? I don't know. You know, that's my headspace with it. It's tough. It's tough to say.
Test the waters with a little members only, like a little treat, and then
there you go.
See how it goes.
That's a great idea.
It can't hurt to try. Yeah, and run a poll. Yeah, exactly.
Run a poll on your community tab, dude. Members, start with your members, like Sarah said. That's a great way to do it. See what your members want. And if you see, you may be surprised. You may see 70-30 for a watch party or some landslide. But I mean, every audience is different, right? I mean, certain expectations are there. But I will tell you this, we really enjoy the watch parties that we've had here. I have, and panelists and the audience and the chat love it. And same with Knight's channel too. But I know every channel is, there's slight differences amongst all of us, obviously. But something to think about, brother. I would run the poll personally just to see. But
I'll try it out.
Gotta make it totally up to you. Thank you, Andromeda. I appreciate that. All right, and we've the super chats. You guys are being so generous. They just continue to come in. Guys, you guys good for about 5-10 minutes, or do you guys? How you guys doing? Let me know.
I can do another question. It's about 12:45 here.
Oh gosh, girl. Okay.
I got one more question in me too.
I'm sorry, dog.
Okay. I got to wake up at 6:30 tomorrow morning. Yeah, so I'm just oh man.
No worries, brother. I appreciate you being here. I know it's later for you're an hour ahead. Sarah's 2 hours, so you guys it's really late. Well, it's funny. This is Jake. You kind of really need to be here for this one. There's a couple that came before. I will get to you. They're all within like 1 minute. But Justin is sending in a $5. Hey, Justin, and this is to you, Jake. So if you do a watch party, have a couple of people on the panel, make it a commentary. Yeah, that's absolutely. I agree about that. It'll be more fun. Definitely not good for first time watch though. Definitely not good for a first.
Like
time
don't watch a movie for the first time on a because then I'll just be like, well, I don't know what the hell's about to happen.
So true. That's the key. Movie that you already know. You can talk over it, and it's like a director's commentary on DVD when you hear them. That's what we do when we do watch parties. We just talk about the scenes after they happen, or whatever. Good. That's really great advice. I should have thought of that too. Just some advice if you decide to do it, buddy.
It's some good advice. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Justin,
something that you know really well, like I don't know, just spitballing like a Fast X or.
I will do that. Don't tempt me.
I love it. And Oliver also is asking, Justin, thank you for that, by the way, my friend. Seriously appreciate you and your support as always. Also, Oliver is asking if you're on Instagram, Jake.
Yeah, I'm just Killjoy_Jake. Just go give me a follow. I'll try to follow you back. I don't go on social media all that much, but I'll try to make it happen, Oliver. Send me a message and be like, hey, dumbass, follow me back. If you send me that, I'll be intimidated and I'll pee my pants and I'll follow you back.
And I'm actually putting a link right now. Killjoy Jake Loves Horror, right, Jake?
Oh yeah, to the YouTube channel. Yeah.
Killjoy Jake Loves Horror. Okay, guys, here is an actual link. So a lot of people are asking, so I'll make sure you guys all please go and subscribe to his channel. I'm about to put it in the chat now. You can just you can just click it actually.
Craven's gonna give $5 to everyone who subscribes to my page too.
After Jake sends me the check. Yes, once Jake sends me the check, I'll forward it out. Oh my gosh, there it is, guys. Click that link in the chat. That will take you right to his channel in a window. You can hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you don't want to miss it. So I'm so glad that you guys are asking about that. So if you don't know Jake's channel, he is the place to go. And yes, Sarah, look at Sarah. Jake's second channel as well. And his newest channel, Jake Tyler. Jake is got channels upon channels. He's going on, he's blowing up, he's multiplying. Heck, we don't even know if this is the real Jake. He could be a clone for all we know. He's cloning himself. But go subscribe everywhere, Jake, right? Everywhere. Tell us quickly, what do you do on your other channels? Just for those who don't know.
So I have Killjoy Jake 2. So if one wasn't enough, there you go. I'm doing some stuff over there, which is really fun. I'm just kind of going like I don't have, unfortunately, with how my videos are nowadays, it takes me like 6 to 8 hours to like do them. So I have like this second channel now where I just go over like news articles real quick, and it takes me like 30 minutes to make a video. I'm gonna be so transparent about it. I'm just doing it because there's so much news. I can't keep up with it anymore. So I'm just trying to do that over on the other page. Check that out. It's really cool. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this brief. It's your stream, Craven. And then Jake Tyler, that channel, still trying to figure out what to do there. I think I'm going to make it an animation, like adult animation focused channel moving forward, or a gaming channel. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about what to do with it. I've been doing a bunch of weird shit over there, so fuck it. I don't know. I just appreciate you guys subscribing. Y'all are the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much love, Russell. All the love, buddy. Thank you.
Listen, I'm ready to just drop a link at any given time. I have all of your channels in my notes apps, just like ready to go. So every time everyone's like, ooh, can somebody look up a link? I'm like, my God, here you go.
That's why you're the queen, Sarah.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, she usually posted before I even think to ask it. Like, I'll start talking about a stream coming up or something, right? And I'll look down and Sarah's already got the link. It's like, bam. It's just like right there. Like,
sweet summer child. I got those things preloaded.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you are awesome.
Killing it.
Sarah is the queen. There is no doubt about it. Justin with the $5 super chat says, "Who's Jake? I've never seen him before." Oh, Justin.
I think the funniest thing about this is I think Justin's the only person like in the chat or here that I've actually met in person multiple times.
No way. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. That's cool. Thank you, Justin. That's great. And also Mellow Mutant. Hey, Mellow Mutant says Jake's channel led me to the Lethal Collective, then here, and then to Night Watch. Isn't that awesome?
Dude, hell
That's
yeah, man.
So cool, man. So cool, Mellow Mutant. Thanks for sharing that.
It's wild.
We love to hear that.
We all found each other, honestly.
Yeah. It's this cross help me out. Cross pollination?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Synergy.
Cross synergy? Yeah, maybe that's yeah.
I like
Yeah.
pollination though. That's makes it interesting.
Yeah, it does. It does a little bit. But seriously, yeah, it's so cool. Like some people will come here first, and then they'll find Jake, or they'll find Knight, or Fate, or whatever, and then vice versa. Knight gets the first person, and a lot of people have come to my channel from Knight's channel. I've met people like Barb and Jamie Hart and others. And same for you, Jake. I've been on your channel before. It's just really, and that's an example. I mean, it's really cool how this all
came from like the other side of the internet. I came from the Ryan C. Shower, Zach Cherry side.
That's
and
right.
then I found Steven through a Zach live stream, and
That's right.
now you can't get rid of me. So
I would never. Yo, you can never leave. It's the other way around. It's like Hotel California, the Cult of Craven. You can never leave. Jake, you got another sub, brother. Oliver,
Hell
just smashed
yeah.
it.
Thank you.
There-
Thank you,
there you
Oliver.
Go. Russell says, "I'm 67 years old and love your channel, Jake." There you go.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are the best. Appreciate it.
See, you're gonna make you're all gonna make Jake want to come back even more often. So it's working. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's great. Justin, we all want to know about Sarah's channel. One day, I'm convinced it'll happen, Sarah.
I don't have one, Justin.
Not yet. I'm saying yet. I'm not saying yet. No pressure.
No pressure, but
No pressure,
I mean,
but-
you know,
I could talk about movie soundtracks all day, so you never know. It'll be anybody out there who cares, it would be a music channel.
Yes.
Because believe it or not, I'm into music more than I am into movies.
music is great.
Isn't that's something, guys? Because she's passionate about movies, more passionate with music. So that would be an amazing. I would watch it. I'd watch your videos, hands down.
Someday I'll just like pop out a reel when you're least expecting it.
Oh yes, there you go. And listen, good news is you know a few folks that could help you with the YouTube channel. I'm just saying, you know a few people that have done it for a little bit now, so you're in good hands.
Well, keep that in mind if the day ever comes.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
That's
it
right.
is 1 a.m., so I'm going to say
Yes.
goodbye.
Yes.
But thank you so much for the invite. This was so fun just to like hang
Absolutely.
out and talk
Yeah.
horror like we used to. It's been a while with like your
Yes.
Halloween fest and Slay Fest. It's like we're not just chilling anymore. So this was nice.
I know. It's true. No, you're right. It's like interviews, Slave Fest. It's like having less of these kind of streams, and I'm so excited to do it tonight, and was so thrilled that you both of you could come here tonight and help out and just hang out. This has been so much fun. So
Yeah,
Thank
and it's
you.
nice to talk to Jake like unscripted. Like usually we're chatting like about a podcast, so it's like we have a topic, but it was nice just to chat.
Hell yeah. It was nice
Heck
talking
yeah.
with you, Sarah. We got to do 2 streams today. How about them apples?
Right?
that's true. That's good to say, man. That's a good day. And Sarah, I hope you have a great day at work tomorrow. Hope you have a good week. And
It's
Oh.
Q4, so I want to die, but we'll get through it. Everything
You
will
will.
be great in like 6 business days. It'll be a whole new year.
There you go. You're almost there. Just got to keep fighting.
Well, have a good night.
You too, Sarah. Good night. And Jake, what do you got going on, man? Anything you want to share up with?
So just throwing this out there, I'm doing a little stream on Wednesday talking about a fan film I made a year ago called Red Right Hand. I'm very excited for that. So come stop by and say hi. I'm going to have some of the cast members and the other director, Matt Schuff, on with us. So come say hey. It's going to be a fun little event.
Yes. What time is that? Do you know what time it is?
7:00 Eastern time. So that's 8:00 your time, I think. Right?
No,
Or
I'm behind
6:00?
you. So
Yeah, you're right.
6 o'clock. Okay.
I know it's like an hour. I just always forget which way, you know?
No, I hear you, man. I should be able to jump in because I got Slave Fest that night, but that doesn't start till 8 my time, 9 your time. So I should be able to jump in for a little bit of it, at least.
Hell yeah.
And hang out for a little while. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
man.
Well, Jake, thank you again for hanging out. It's so great to talk to you, man. We got to do this again soon. And maybe we can do it, a little earlier next time. You can stay a little longer. Won't be as late for you.
Yeah,
but it's fun.
Hey, dude, you host a stream on a not a Sunday night. I'm there, man. I'll be there for like 3 hours. It'll be great. I'm hyped,
awesome.
man. But seriously, thank you for having me on, man. And it's always just a blast talking a little horror and just joking around with you, man. So
I love it, bro. I love it. And tomorrow we got the Lethal Collective, right?
Dude.
4:15 Central Time. And do we want to tease everybody here with what we're going to talk about a little bit?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, guys, check this out. Tomorrow on the Lethal Collective at 4:15 p.m. on the Lethal Collective channel, we are going to be talking about the existence or sightings of Bigfoot, right? Of the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a rabbit hole we're going to go down. So come in and be a part of that. And I think you'll be intrigued with where we're going. So tomorrow at 4:15 Central, 5:15 Eastern PM.
Oh yeah.
Jake will be there. I'll be there. Night from the Night Watch Zone, and on Fate, I think will also be able to make it. He's under the weather, but we'll see.
And what I'll also throw this in there, Lethal Collective, we're trying something else out, besides just horror talk. So we do appreciate everyone who comes on over there. We just being transparent, we have lost a little bit of our audience. So anytime y'all come over and, check out the new stuff, it does mean a lot to us. Even more than, even our own pages. So check it out. Give it a chance. Check it out. If you're into conspiracy theory stuff and all that. So it's a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun talking about all that.
It is. Lethal Collective. There's the link. Go and subscribe. And a lot of you probably have not subscribed yet. Come check it out. Again, as Jake said, it's different. It's not like what we do here or on our other channels. Jake's channel, we don't talk about films. We're talking more about conspiracy, aliens, paranormal, this kind of stuff. It's a different vibe, but it's a lot of fun. You guys should give it a chance. See what you think. But Jake, this was great. I hope you have a good night's rest and a great week. And I'll see you tomorrow at the Lethal. So I'm looking forward to picking up with that discussion.
It's gonna be fun, man. I'm hyped.
It'll be great. Me too, buddy. Well, have a good one, my friend. And everybody go subscribe, Killjoy Jake, and you will not be disappointed. Jake, much love, brother. Appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow, my friend.
Peace out. See ya.
Good night. All right, guys. I'm going to go about another 5-10 minutes. Got some super chats still to get through here. I have not forgotten you. Let's see here. And Justin, speaking of Justin, is celebrating a 10-month anniversary today. That is phenomenal. Thank you, my friend. Sawxi is like seeing an old friend for the first time in 10 years. Went through a lot of changes. Not great to hang with, but turned it around. I tell you, Sawxi was something. Justin, thank you so much again for your faithful support, brother, every month. That's awesome. All right. Got a couple of super chats here. Let's get to it. And Justin, send a $10 super chat in. Says, I agree, Craven. I'm literally begging one of my best friends to see it. He is a 2-time cancer survivor and an amputee due to malpractice. Oh, man. He's not a huge Saw fan, but he will absolutely love it. Yes, he will, Justin. So keep it up, man. Keep encouraging him to watch it. Watch it with them, maybe, you know. Host a watch party. Or hey, look, here's you want to hear a funny story? My aunt is a huge horror movie fan, right? She loves horror movies. Well, back when my grandma was living, which was of course her mom, my grandma could not stand horror. She loved Disney movies. That was her favorite thing, was Disney. So what my aunt would do is she would tell my grandma that they're going to go to the theater to watch a new Disney movie. Well, what she was actually doing is they'd get in there and they'd sit down, and it was a horror movie, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for example. And so, you know, at the end of the day, do what you got to do, man. Justin, you're creative. Do what you got to do to get that done, because I agree. The movie is so good. And I highly recommend everyone see it and give it a chance. All right. So, Justin, thank you for your super chat. So generous supporting the channel. And here is your super chat. Someone who's probably feeling as appreciative as I am, and they're just belting it out with their heart. And just like this guy right here. Oh, yeah. Justin, thanks, brother. Appreciate your super chat. And I got one more super chat to get to has come in, who I promised to move ahead to the front of the line. And that is Jennifer Armstrong coming in with a $5 super chat. Jennifer, thank you so much for that. And says, I could always use some Bobos. You know what, Jennifer? The Bobos always in style, always in play. And you know what? We're going to hit both of them. We're going to do both of them for your super chat. So here's Bobo number 1, the thigh-grabbing screamer. Here we go. Crank it.
I'm going to make your Bobo bounce right now.
I just love how he screams before the thing even opens. And Jennifer, not to be outdone by the thigh-grabbing screamer, we have Bobo number 4, otherwise known as the tongue-flicking dancer. Here we go.
I'll make your bub-bubs bounce. I'll make your bub-bubs bounce. Let's go.
Wow. There you go, Jennifer. The Bobos live forever in infamy. Much appreciated. Hey, guys, something I want to share with you guys real quick. Didn't mention this earlier, but tomorrow night, I've got a very special live stream for you guys coming up. And I will be interviewing, let's see here, Peter Mahaichuk, which is the production designer of Thanksgiving, the film Thanksgiving, and the film Rabid, which, by the way, if you've not seen Rabid, wow, I watched that for the first time last week. That's a wild movie. Highly recommend it. But guys, tomorrow night on Monday, 8 p.m. Central, Peter will be here. We're going to primarily be talking about the new film Thanksgiving, and he will share with us all about the production design of the movie, sets, all that good stuff. Cannot wait to pick his mind about Thanksgiving. So be sure you're here to get a lot of insight into the behind the scenes of the movie. And you don't want to miss it. It's a rare opportunity to ask a question. You're going to have direct access to be able to ask Peter questions about Thanksgiving. And it's going to be really awesome. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central, Peter Mahaichuk right here on the channel to talk about Thanksgiving and Rabid. It's going to be an awesome time. All right. So be sure that you are here for that. All right. The stream is already set up. If you go to the front page of my channel, you can simply click the link and it will allow you to hit the notify me button. And it's going to be an awesome time. All right. Don't miss it. And another super chat just came through from Justin again. Justin, thank you for your generosity tonight. Much appreciated, man. Says, if you asked your grandma if she liked horror movies, she would say, I prefer animated movies and musicals. Clip request, get it up. Okay, man. I love that answer. Good old Kirby Reed. I prefer, no. Wait, who? No, hold on. I'm blanking. Was it Kirby Reed? Oh my gosh, guys. I literally am just blanked out. I prefer animated music and movies and musicals. Oh, that's Judy. That was Judy. Judy Hicks. Never mind. I got it. Judy Hicks. Good quote there, Justin. Yep, that's right. Judy Hicks. And you want to get it up? I can definitely do the get it up clip, my friend. So, Justin, for your super chat and a great Judy Hicks quote, which fit perfectly with that scenario I just gave about my aunt and grandma, which is awesome. Now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for a little bit of Stu Mocker, which, again, I posted a new video today about from Matthew Lillard. If you've not seen it on my channel, it's there on the videos tab. Be sure you check it out. I share Matthew Lillard's comments from his Entertainment Weekly interview article, plus his response from Steel City Convention last week when asked by an audience member if he'll be in Scream 7. I actually put the clip of the audio, so you're going to get two different things of Matthew Lillard, so don't miss that. It's on my channel right now. But in the meantime, let's get it up.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby!
All right, all my Cravenites, let's see those two emojis in the chat. Love the chat if you're a Cravenite with that Stu custom emoji.
Get up! Get up!
It was fun. It was fun. Absolutely. Justin, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Your generosity is so kind and so appreciated, especially here at the end of the year. It means a lot. So thank you so much. But I love that, man. I prefer animated movies and musicals. That was a great line. And there comes Stu. There goes Stu. I love the emojis. Thank you guys for giving Stu Mocker some love in the chat. Philip says, I have to go. You all have a good night. Much love. Thank you, Philip. Glad you could hang out for so long with us. You have a wonderful night. Much love to you, my friend. All right. Justin says, your streams make me happy, Craven, especially after rough days. You're awesome. Oh, Justin, that's very kind. Thank you, brother. That means a lot. And I'm so happy that it makes you happy, man. Seriously, I really mean that. It means a lot. I always hope that no matter what kind of days any of us have had today or any other day I stream, it's always my hope that when we come together on a live stream to end the day, like it's getting really late. I know it's a work night and school night for you guys. And a lot of you guys are having to head out because it's after midnight or later for many of you. But regardless of that, whenever we stream together, I always like to think and hope to think that, the day may have been crummy, but it may have ended a little bit brighter. And that's my hope. So, Justin, thanks for sharing that. Those things mean a lot, and they go a long way to encourage me. And I really appreciate that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got that one covered. All right, guys, I'm going to go real quick here. There's some questions I wanted to get to after the super chat. Questions can come through. So let me just jump through here. I'm going to go through here pretty quick. What's up, Danny? Danny Huckins in the house says, I really love It's a Wonderful Knife. I definitely want to see a sequel. Yeah. It's a very good movie. I've seen it like 6 times now, I think. And I'll be having a watch party for it here on the channel, actually on December the 30th. Yeah, Saturday night, December the 30th, I will be having a watch party for It's a Wonderful Knife. And I am actually getting that uploaded for you guys so that you can see it. So check it out, guys. December the 30th. I'm having a watch party of It's a Wonderful Life. And guess who's going to be here in the panel? Or on the panel, I should say. It's going to be the director of the film, Tyler McIntyre, and the production designer, Tiana Gordon, who I've interviewed both of them here on the channel. So if you've not seen those interviews and you like It's a Wonderful Knife, I highly encourage you to go back on my interviews tab and watch the interviews of Tyler and Tiana. They're both came on the channel. They were wonderful insight they gave. And they are both coming back on the 30th of December at 8 p.m. And we're going to watch the movie, guys. So I hope you guys will make plans now. And you'll also be able to send, questions in, direct access to the director and production designer of the film. So don't miss it, guys. It's a really rare opportunity to get something like this planned. And I'm very grateful that they're going to do it. And they're going to come back. So, yeah, be here, guys. Russell with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Russell. Says, respect to you all. Love it here. Oh, thank you, Russell. All respect to you too, my friend. And I appreciate you being a part of this community. Ever since you recently found the channel and you jumped in and you've been here ever since and you keep coming back. And that's what it's about. That's what community is about, Russell. That's what building relationships and friendships are about. And that's what I'm about. I love talking about movies and horror and Scream and all of these things. Excuse me, guys. And it's a lot of fun. And I'll continue to do it. But you know what? What's even more important than that are you guys, our people, our family, and relationships. Okay? So thank you, Russell, for not only saying that, but also for being, a great part of this community and just plugging yourself right in. It means a lot. It means a lot. Also, guys, I want to share, you may not have seen this yet. And I should have done this earlier in the stream when we had like nearly 50 people, but that's okay. Those of you that are still here, it means a lot. So I'm going to share it with you. But listen, Christmas can sometimes be a difficult time. I've talked about it here. If you guys have been here for Slave Fest, and I hope you'll be here Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central. As the Night Watch Zone and we do Slave Fest together this week. It's the last week of Slave Fest. This is it. So I hope you'll come. I hope you'll be here and be a part of it. But the thing of it is, it can be a difficult time. Christmas time, the holiday season we're in, can be very difficult. A lot of folks have lost loved ones. We've all lost loved ones at some point. Excuse me. And even if we haven't, we can still have a lot of unresolved issues and things that we deal with in the holidays. And it can be difficult to get through, quite frankly. And you know what? That's why we're here. We're here together so that no one here who's listening to me right now has to go through this holiday season alone, even if you may not have family or you may not have a lot of friends that you can visit with or spend time with locally in your home or their home or whatever. The thing is, you have us. We have each other in this online community of this channel, and it is very real. There are very real relationships here. We encourage each other. We do life together here, and you're never alone. Okay, whatever you're going through, you just step right into this community, and we're going to support you. We're going to care for you. We're going to lift you up. We're going to encourage you. That's what we do. We do that for each other because that's what family and friends do. And something that I'm going to do on Christmas Eve night, which is a Sunday, I want you guys to come and be here because we're going to have a Christmas gathering, a Christmas Eve gathering. And now that actually, hang on a second, that's actually not correct. Give me a second. That's not right. While I'm working on getting the image, I will tell you that it's going to be the night of Christmas Eve. Excuse me, guys. Oh, here it is. Here we go. I uploaded the wrong thing, but I'm fixing it right now. So hang on. Hang tight. There it is. So before Santa Claus comes, we're going to come together and have a Christmas Eve horror hangout on Sunday, the 24th, starting at 9 p.m. Central. We're going to have Christmas Eve night together. So you can get your hot chocolate made before the stream. Grab you some, whatever Christmas snack you may have. We get some banana bread, or it doesn't really matter. It could be chips and a soda. Whatever you like, whatever you enjoy. And we're going to come together and have a hangout on Christmas Eve night. And don't worry, it'll be 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. We'll get done before Santa comes, so don't worry about that. But we're going to have a good time hanging out and just being chill, kind of like what tonight was. And I just want to spend time with you guys, and we can all kind of end the stream together and go to sleep and wake up, and it's Christmas morning. So I hope you'll make plans to be here. The stream is already set up right now on my channel. So if you go to the front page, you'll see the Christmas Eve hangout, and just click it. And if you would do me a huge favor, smash the thumbs up button, guys. Let's get that on up there. Let's get that as high as we can get it before the 24th. And hit the notify me button to make sure you get a reminder. And we'll do that. So yeah, guys, nobody has to be alone this year. Christmas Eve night, we're going to have a Craven Something Scary hangout. And we're just going to spend some time together. Okay, we're going to do that because it's important. I know a lot of us don't have, it can be a tough time. So we're going to do it together. We're going to just ring in. Well, we may not ring in Christmas, but we'll spend a couple hours together. How about that? And that way, no matter what's going on in your life or my life, we're going to have that time that we can enjoy with one another in the spirit of friendship and community. Fear of the Phantom says, Craven, you're the gift that keeps on giving. Well, Fear of the Phantom, thank you. That's very nice. I appreciate that. Oh, much appreciated, brother. All right. So guys, let's see if I've got everything covered here. I don't think I've missed anything. I'll do a couple of quick questions that came through. Let's see here real quick. Melissa, sorry, 1 second. Apologize. Let's see. Not Melissa. I meant to say Paula. Paula had a question. Paula says, what are the chances that Jamie Lee Curtis could join the Scream franchise? Paula, that's a good question. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I certainly would never say it's impossible, but I don't know if it's probable or not. Yeah, I don't know. Jamie Lee, I mean, if they could get her, I guess the big question would be like, how would that work, right? How would that work? I don't know. I have to give that more thought, but my just quick off the cuff answer from reading your question is that I would say it's probably not likely given kind of where Jamie Lee is in her career. But I'll also say it's not impossible. Okay, not impossible. But it would be a surprise for me. But great question. I would certainly love it. Like I would have no problem at all if she was here in a Scream film. That would be awesome. All right. And I think, Russell, I already showed your super chat. Just in case I didn't, because my mind went blank, I'm going to make sure and show it one more time. So maybe see it for twice. That's okay. But that's a great super chat. So respect you all. Love it here. Thank you, Russell. That's, again, much appreciated. Danny asked, are you guys fans of Motionless in White? Don't know what that is, Danny. So I'm going to have to say not yet, but maybe. I don't know what it is. I have to see it. Good question. Julie asked the question earlier. I wonder if the plot holes are for 6 or from Guy or James. It's another good question, Julie. I don't know. It's hard to say. I kind of like what I talked about with Eric earlier. Like, probably would have to say I prefer Guy Busick's writing. But as far as the actual plot holes, I don't know. I have to say it's both of them, right? Because both of them are aware, excuse me, of what's in the script. They're both, they're both reading the script, they're writing the script together. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put the blame on both of them, Julie. I really am. Yeah. Yep, I think so. Because I mean, to me, it's only fair. Andromeda says, ideal with such stupidity at work. Sometimes it's so awesome coming home and seeing a live stream going on here. Well, thanks, Andromeda. That's so sorry you have to deal with, some frustration and things at work, but I'm really glad that this can be a place that you can get away from all that and have a mental recharge. That's awesome. Thank you. Scott says we should do a watch party for Silent Night and The Mean One. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Probably won't get to them this year because Slayfest, we got 2 more Christmas movies this week. But those are good suggestions, Scott. Yeah, maybe have to add those for the next year's Slayfest. Andromeda, you take care, my friend. Now get ready for bed. I get it. I'm literally about to end the stream. So you have a good night's rest. Thanks for being here. Have a great week. I hope to see you tomorrow night for my interview with Peter Mahajcik. Hope you can make it at 8 o'clock Central. Russell says John Woo's new film Silent Night and not one word is spoken. That's crazy. I really like John Woo, so I'm very curious about this movie. But not one word is, but that's wild, Russell. I'm curious. I will definitely watch it. Paula says maybe a Violent Night watch party. I love Violent Night. It's so good. Don't know, Paula. Don't know that we'll get that in for this year. It's probably not. We're running out of time. And I still got the members only watch party to do. I'll be getting that set up as well here very soon to get that in before the end of the month. But we'll see. And I got It's a Wonderful Knife watch party on the 30th. So it's scheduled pretty crammed up, especially Christmas week. I'm gonna take some time off for Christmas and being with family. So I hope you all can do the same to some degree. or if not with family, just to take some time off. But anyway, great suggestion though. We'll just have to see. We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. I think that's the best way to do it. But guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And yeah, Fear the Phantom. I agree. Can't wait to see Landon's take on Scream and how to honor West. Yeah, me too. Scott says, thank you for all your hard work, Stephen. Well, Scott, thank you, brother. I'm glad to do it. You know, it means a lot to me. And you know, knowing that you and others appreciate it, it really makes it, you know, it makes it easier to do, you know, and helps to keep gas in the tank to keep on keeping on. You're right. You know, keep on keeping on. So Scott, thank you for that. And thank you so much for your generosity tonight, Scott, gifting of memberships, etc. And thank you to everyone who has gifted memberships tonight, everyone who's given a super chat. Again, it's the end of the month or in the end of the year. And it really helps the channel immensely as this year is closing out. So I appreciate it very, very much. You're so generous. And I just can't tell you how much I thank you. All right, guys, have a wonderful night's rest. Don't forget tomorrow night at 8 p.m., right back here with Peter Mahaichuk, the production designer of Thanksgiving. We're going to talk a lot about Thanksgiving tomorrow night, and we're going to also talk a little bit about Rabid. So make sure that you're here. Don't miss the interview. I would greatly appreciate it. Come with your questions. Get ready to ask. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful night's rest and a great Monday to start the week. Christmas is right around the corner. We're going to keep forging ahead. All right, guys. Thank you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey, you have been watching Craving Something Scary. This is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, thanking you for stopping by and checking it out.